Yeah, so, I don't really know where to start with this. I just saw Halloween Ends, and I am very conflicted on how I really feel about this movie. Because on one hand, there were scenes that I really liked, and there are aspects about this movie that I really enjoyed and had a good time watching. But there are other things that I'm just not upset about necessarily. I'm just kind of confused why they went certain directions in this movie. So Halloween Ends is the concluding chapter to the Halloween franchise, but let's be honest, they're gonna reboot it again in like another 10 years, so whatever. Ends my ass. So Halloween Ends is the concluding chapter to this Halloween trilogy that Blumhouse has released for us. I'm actually a really big fan of the 2018 Halloween. I thought it was a lot of fun, and they totally nailed the tone and the vibe of Halloween, and I absolutely adore the original film. It's just such a good, simple, tight film that knows what it is and doesn't try to be like anything else than what it is. You know, in the original Halloween, it's just, there's a bunch of babysitters, there's a dude in a mask with a knife, and there's your movie. You know, it just doesn't get as simple as that, and John Carpenter is just a master at building tension. I absolutely love the original Halloween, and I really enjoyed the 2018 requel of the same title. Halloween Kills, I've learned to enjoy as just like a slasher movie where Michael Myers absolutely just decimates a bunch of people. You know, earlier when I said that the original Halloween didn't try to be anything that it wasn't, I can't say the same for this one. We got a little hint of this franchise in Halloween Kills trying to branch out with some social commentary. Thankfully, in this movie, there's not that much social commentary, which is good. I don't have a problem with social commentary in my films, but, you know, like, Halloween movies aren't really the type of movies that I go to think about ethics. You know, like, I'm literally going to a movie to watch a dude in a white mask kill a bunch of people. I don't want to be, like, you know, thinking about morals while watching this movie. It's plain and simple. They tried to sneak in a little bit in Halloween Kills, and that was my least favorite part of that movie. And they don't really do as much social commentary in this movie, but there is a specific plot point that they focus on for like the majority of the movie. There's this brand new character. His name is Corey Cunningham, and he's played by, hold on, Rohan? His name's Rohan? Is that how you pronounce it? Rohan Campbell. Something happens with him in the past. I won't say what it is. The whole town doesn't really like him, and I'll leave it at that. This movie's really hard to talk about without spoiling a bunch of stuff, because the movie that the trailers promote is not what this movie is. The trailers promote a movie that's about Michael Myers fighting Laurie Strode, and that happens in the last 15 minutes of the movie, but this movie is not about that. If anything, Michael Myers is sidelined in this movie, which I find bizarre. That's a really weird choice. And instead they focus on this Corey character and his subplot. It was well done, like, it wasn't bad or anything, but it was just weird because he's a brand new character. This is like the final movie in this series, and it feels weird to just be focusing solely on this brand new character and not like the main characters. You know, like in the final Halloween movie, you're not coming here for Corey Cunningham. You're coming here to see Laurie and Michael have their rematch and to see who wins. So I don't understand why they focused so much on that. And I think that's my biggest problem with this movie. Other than like a few pacing issues, honestly, and like some cheap jump scares at the beginning. At the beginning, there were a few cheap jump scares, and I was like, oh God, is this like, am I gonna have to go through this? I just went through this with Smile. Am I gonna have to go through it with Halloween? Come on, this is the final Halloween movie. Show some class. And they kind of did later. I definitely don't think this is like the worst movie ever. I wouldn't rate it an F. And I don't like giving movies ratings because either you recommend it or you don't, you know? Yeah, that's the biggest problem I have with it. It's just they focus way too much on this new character, and I don't understand why. Other than that, the movie is very well directed. It's very well acted. Like, Jamie Lee Curtis, like, crushes it this time. I mean, like, she's got the character of Laurie Strode, like, down at this point, so like she's been doing it for so long. And the movie is shot really well. Like, it's a really nice movie. There's some really nice framing. A lot of the shots are really well planned out, and like There's a lot, I don't know if it was, if this is because of cinematography or just because I saw it in IMAX tonight, but like there were a few shots where I was, you know, like looking all around, looking in the background to see if I can see anybody creeping around. So I always like it when a horror movie can get me to do that. And yes, the rematch between Laurie and Michael at the end of the movie is very... Goose, can you stop? Sorry if you heard, my dog was just eating her foot. So I'm sorry if there was some gross audio there. Yes, so the rematch between Laurie and Michael. Goose, can you stop? Stop eating your foot, man. It sounds nasty. I got a microphone here. All right, come here. Yeah, all right. The rest of this review is with dog, so enjoy. So the rematch between Laurie and Michael was a lot of fun. It was very entertaining, and I was genuinely on the edge of my seat. There's a few parts that are just like painful to watch, like in like the best of ways, you know, that like really make you squirm in your seat. And I would say it has a very satisfying ending. It's probably my favorite Laurie and Michael fight to date in terms of just like satisfaction at the end of it. Like I was very satisfied at the end of it. Also, this movie has a really, really good opening scene. It's not terrifying in like a normal horror way. It's like kind of scary in like a real life way. And I really liked that this movie kind of tapped into that a little bit instead of just going straight on slasher, because I did want to see something a little different with this one, just because we've been seeing Halloween movies for a while, and Halloween 2018 was like, you know, the return to form. Kills was just like the Michael Myers kills a bunch of people Halloween movie, which is fun, but you know, it's not like the best, but you know, it was fun. And I kind of wanted something different. I didn't know what, and they definitely delivered on giving you something different with this film, and I will give it that. I think they went a little too hard with it. That's fine, but you know, they went a little too hard where I feel like the movie kind of lost itself a little bit. Halloween Ends was ultimately just a really mixed bag for me. There are things I really liked in it, and there were things that I didn't hate and I didn't necessarily dislike. I was just confused on why they chose to lean so hard into some stuff. Very well directed. It's very well shot. You know, there are some good kills in there. There's not that high of a body count in this one. I mean, there's still a pretty high body count, but it's definitely nowhere near the last movie. Granted, the last one literally had kills in the title, so you know, we know what that one was about. If you're wanting to see Michael Myers fuck some people up, you won't be disappointed? No, you won't be disappointed. You'll definitely be confused. There were a few scenes in this movie where I was like, no, they're not gonna do that. Okay, they're not doing that. No, they're not gonna do that. Okay, they're not gonna do that. But it still, Halloween Ends was a, hi Goose, I know. Lay down. Halloween Ends was a mixed bag for me of things I really enjoyed and things I was confused about. Yeah, honestly, I would recommend seeing it. If you really want to spend the money and see it in theaters, go crazy, treat yourself. But honestly, there's no shame in seeing this one at home, you know? So I wouldn't worry about that. Thanks for watching. I hope you liked the video. And if you see the movie, honestly, I hope you like the movie too. I think this is gonna be a very divisive Halloween film amongst fans. So I'm really curious to hear what you have to say about it. So please leave a comment down below and we can get a conversation started about it. Thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more, you know where to find it. Just subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon so you can be notified of my next video. See ya.